Let's find sine of arc cosine of 2x. Okay, notice this one has an x present in the middle of our cosine. Okay, so we're going to deal with that in a second. Let's first take care of this arc cosine. Okay, so now since there's an x here, I don't know if 2x is positive or negative, right? Totally depends on what x is. Okay, so I'm just going to draw this in the first quadrant. It actually does not make a difference in the grand scheme of things where I draw this, but I'm going to put it in the first quadrant because I think that's the easiest thing to do. Okay, so arc cosine, if I draw a terminal side out in that first quadrant, and then complete the triangle with the x-axis here. Okay, and if I think about this arc cosine of 2x, if I think about this 2x as 2x over 1, well, remember cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so that would be adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, so now let's complete the triangle by finding the missing side here. I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. If I square 2x, I get 4x squared. Plus b squared equals 1 squared is 1. Subtract 4x squared from both sides. So b squared is equal to 1 minus 4x squared. And then I do the square root of both sides. And I'm only going to focus on that positive square root of 1 minus 4x squared. Ignore the fact that there's a negative value because I really just care about the length of this side. And so treating it as positive is good enough, especially since I'm staying in that first quadrant. Okay, now let's find sine. Remember, sine is going to be opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. So that's going to be the square root of 1 minus 4x squared over 1, but of course we don't have to put the over 1. It's understood that it's over 1. So the square root of 1 minus 4x squared.